there we go. They take out the Paquito. Lancelot or Ling might be the options for removal, but considering how they're up against a Brody, the Brody yung corrosive strike second skill niya will help. I'm surprised Nexplay was actually opted to take out the Ruby. Pero considering din naman na first pick pagkatapos ng banning phase na to ay RSG, they wanted to play it safe. They didn't want to give it to Light, but it still also could have been an option for Nexplay Evos. But as it stands, Light for his roam pick, meron pa din naman siya mga options. Actually, he can play the Jawhead if he wants to. Kufra still available, pero right now wala pa tayo masyadong nakitang picks on the side of Nexplay Evos that can actually warrant picking up the Kufra.
Jawhead ban coming in from RSG Philippines. Parang binibigyan na nila ng signal na, sige, pag nag-Kufra kami, wala ka ng panagot na Jawhead. So Nexplay Evo, siguro pinag-iisipan na nila kung tatanggalin ba nila yung Kufra, and that severely limits the amount of position 5s that we actually can play in this game number 3. Men, mukhang may makikita tayong Atlas at mga iba pa.
Oh, baka. Nexplay Evos have a record of Akai with them, but let's see if RSG's fourth pick will warrant an Akai pick up. Ruby's gone for Cadenza. Kufra's gone for Cadenza. Pwede rin naman sila well, even though hindi pa natin makita, baka isipin mo, baka tank glue to. Could be a post 5 glue. Edith bukas rin, baka may post 5 Edith dito si Cadenza. So actually, there are still a good amount of options. Yung mga Rafaela, nandyan pa. Estes, if they want to. If hindi gusto nila, grabe, RSG, kinukuha yung mga roamers talaga.
Wow, Lolita. And now, konti na lang ang option for Nexplay Evos. Feel like this should be an Edith pick already for them despite may Lolita sa kabila. Because right now, no, stat-wise, talaga napakaganda ng Edith, especially kapag nakapag-stack ka ng armor, that Hayabusa, that Brody, mahihirapan talaga sila sa'yo. But let's see kung anong magiging choice ni Coach Zico this game around. Nararamdaman ko yung tension. Hindi ko alam kung ako lang ba parang tensionado yung draft na to eh.
Yeah, it is. High tension draft. Hinihintay ko rin yung baka maging anong pick. Uy, Saber ulit. Okay. Run it back. Backline pin down para sa Brody and Hayabusa. And they pick up the Grok. Double tank setup para sa Nexplay Evos. They need a lot of burst para sa nila. Para sa mid lane nila. Farsa will be tough to play here with the Saber. Oh.
Ano kaya ang pipiliin na RSG Philippines? Ang hirap ng mag-guess, no? Kasi this is already this is the reason why we have professional coaches at kung bakit hindi tayo professional coach. Napakalupit ng mga coaches ng ating Cebol 2022 teams, and we just have to wait and see kung ano ba talagang choices nila. The Lilia will be the matchup against that Kagura.
Yep. Lilia pick up. Any other pick would have a really difficult time. Mahirap mag-Eve dito, mahirap mag-Farsa dito. So they pick up the Lilia. Considering looking at the lineup of Nexplay Evos, they have a lot of burst. At least merong black shoes yung Lilia para ma-reset yung damage na yun. Force out ultimates, and that could be a very big thing para sa RNG Philippines. Great drafting from both sides. The Lilia pickup answers what they needed. Kailangan nila ng burst magic damage. This Grok and this Glue will be rocking support emblems. Baka Avarice, as we've seen, Glue XP laners, tas yung pull yourself together para sa Grok. So they won't have the same tankiness as having a tank emblem, but once they have their items built up, manenegate nila unti yung damage output ng RC, but not so much. So again, what a draft by both sides. Lilia was a great first pick, a last pick by RSG.
And this is a crucial game 3 dahil kung sinong mananalo dito ay mapupunta na sa match point na talagang nakakapagbigay ng pressure sa kung sino man yung hindi mananalo this game number 3. At huwag na nating patagalin pa, pasok na tayo sa Land of Dawn for game 3 between RSG Philippines and Nexplay Evos, with both teams securing a victory already.
Now, nakita mo si Cadenza at si Light. It's like, hello, it's me. Alam ko nandyan ka.
Tayo na naman.
Itong dalawa na naman eh. Tayo na naman.
Mukhang 5 games
Uy,
tayong
baka na
ganito.
Oo. Pero tama din naman yung ginagawa nila. I think for Light and Cadenza, parang in terms of playstyle and ano yung role nila para sa team, hindi sa pag-grow pero in terms of like setting up. Alam nila yung teams nila mataas yung dependency sa kanila para makaikot sila sa mapa, para makagalaw, para makahanap ng opportunity to get a kill or a team fight win. So, kaya lagi silang yung dalawa na yung nakita natin magkalapit.
And Light, no, talagang ginugulo si H2. So, tinawag niya ni H2, Cadenza, halika nga dito. Si Light, kanina pa ako ginugulo. And now, binabantayan na ni Cadenza, minimirror na niya si Light in his rotation. And usually, no, kung hindi mirror ang sagot ng mga tanks sa isa't isa, naghihiwalay talaga sila. Yung isa gumagawa ng crossback plays, Apple P siya. Yelly Haze, very low on HP. Pero alam naman natin, atapang tao to. Demon Kite, nag-aanap ata ng play with a shadow kill. First blood for RSG Philippines.
Actually, we weren't able to see the kill, but what happened was Demon Kite dumaan siya sa purple buff area ng Nexplay Evos. Nakapag-shadow clone siya. And of course, the shadow clone reached right beside Yelly Haze, yung Kagura, and Demon Kite was just able to finish the job.
And yun talaga ang kailangan mong isipin kapag level 4 na ang isang Hayabusa. Kung magre-recall ka, siguraduhin mong walang biglang dadating na RSG Philippines because of that kill. They're going to have a positional advantage, or in fact, 50-50 nga ang control over this turtle area. H2O though, going back to his purple, which means RSG, they have control over this turtle.
Yeah. And also, Nexplay Evos, they understand na nahirapan si Yelly Haze sa mid lane dahil nga si Aqua on that Lilia will be a match-up difficulty for Akagura. And good attempt by Oreshi na ma-disrupt, pero wala siyang retry. It is gonna be Demon Kite who gets the turtle without a problem.
And now Demon Kite will be invading the red side, the orange side jungle of RSG, of Nexplay Evos rather. Makakanakaw siya ng konti. And ganun din naman ang ginagawa ng H2. So a lot of vertical jungling na nakikita natin from both junglers. Talagang nag-aagawan sila kung meron silang makita.
And now, I think a good amount of who will win the objective fights is sino ba makakalamang sa isa't isa sa mid lane. Aqua and Haze have such important roles in the team fights that mabilis din naman sila parehas mag-wave clear. Pero pag nagbabato ng payong isang Kagura, yun yung most vulnerable yung Kagura. Pero at the same time, if Aqua isn't careful, baka yung payong na yun, may yun yung overturn siya.
Oh, shadow kill with a quad shadow! Pero nasa low ni Yelly Haze ng konti. Munti ka na si Cadenza doon.
No, good catch by Yelly Haze na na-split yung damage ng shadow kill sa kanya.
That could have been a crucial kill, no? Snowball na sana si Demon Kite if he did get a kill there. But what's surprising right now is Nexplay Evos, they can't seem to find an opportunity considering na alam naman natin Saber, one of the best early game assassins.
Yeah. And one Saber triple sweep ultimate ang magiging game changer para sa Nexplay Evos. Si H2 naman nakakapag-farm na maayos, undisrupted, no deaths yet. So, again, triple sweep can still change the game para sa NXT.
And they're stealing away some camps from RSG Philippines. This could be a massive rotation towards Mr. Manao, Giriaknu. They're gonna go for the tank first. At mukhang babagsak na ang Lolita with the turtle control going to the hands of Nexplay Evos. Aqua looking for a possible play here. Here's his pickup from H2O. RSG Philippines, for some reason, despite losing out, may control pa rin sila sa turtle.
Yeah, good block by Cadenza using the Guardian's Barrier. Kasi kung nakaabot yun sa Demon Kite, hindi magre-reset yung turtle. Pero dahil na-block ni Cadenza, yung daan ng turtle, he had to get out of the range, so na-reset siya. And for NXP, nag-back out sila kasi tatlong ultimate na expend nila para sa pag-take down ni line. So they know RSG Philippines, pero stolen it
Triple sweep combo once again from H2O. Bagsak na naman si Light and RSG Philippines. That is the second time na nahuli muli ang kanilang position 5. This is deja vu for Light ng Game 1. Nexplay Evos showing what's up.
Light given a lot of difficulty from Nexplay Evo. Pero yung turtle ay napunta pa rin sa side ng RSG. Again, dahil nga kailangan mag-expend ng ultimate sa Nexplay Evos to get those pick-offs right away. Without the triple sweep, without the wild charge, kahit na 3 versus 1 with that Hayabusa there, you're running the risk of the turtle getting stolen. So, buti lang Nexplay Evos also understand that even though naka-pick off sila, hindi nila pinaforce yung turtle na yun kasi mas delikado pa yun if they're gonna do that without their ultimates.
And now, Nexplay Evos, they are behind by 1k gold against RSG Philippines despite lamang sa kills. This is mostly because of turret shielding na nasimot ata ng RSG Philippines. Let's see on how Nexplay Evos could try to actually capitalize from the power spike that they have. Ito na nga. Light, nako, mag-ingat-ingat ka. Yun yung mga yung caster vision natin na ano tayo para sa mga players, ang daming miyembro ng NXT Evos doon. Ayan na naman, pero sabi wag naman si Light, yung isa naman, si Iacno ang bumagsak. And Donut looking for some damage here on Demon Kite, pero sadly, the shadow kill was already used up. Hindi namatay si Donut. May nagdidelarski move sa gitna, may dumerman ka. Nakita ko si Kenji. Pero wait na nga, Aqua, very low HP. Hindi na ata nakapag-black shoes. Wala nga atang black shoes nung time na yon. I'm checking right now. Men, pinasabog ng Nexplay Evos.
Actually, ginamit niya ako yung black shoes niya. Naibalik siya sa tabi ni H2, which was just easy burst for him. And right now, Nexplay Evos changing up their target priorities. Kanina na-pick off nila si Iacno. Great decision to triple sweep onto the Brody. At ngayon, si Oreshi, ang ganda yung pag-disrupt niya kay Demon Kite. Na-force out na nga yung yung shadow kill.
And even taking him back with the quad shadow. Demon Kite severely low on HP. My God, Oreshi with the play. Solo killing the jungler.
And ladies and gentlemen, nakita nyo kung bakit naging priority pick bigla si Blue. My goodness, Womi.
Grabe yun that single-handedly gave, destroyed the purple buff for RSG Philippines and gave a turtle to Nexplay Evos, Oreshi, which they call a silent killer for Nexplay Evos. Not so silent in that play, napaka-flashy nun.
Oo. And wow, just like that, dahil sa mga multiple pick-offs nakuha nila sa mapa, Nexplay Evos are still in this, still even actually, 1-1 in the towers, not a massive gold lead for either side, so still a close game. But now RSG Philippines, kung saan man magpo-position sila, kailangan din nila may malapit, well not too close, but just in case na H2 decides to use the triple sweep, that they can stop it. Just like this.
Cadenza looking for something. Torn apart memory. Nagamit agad ng maagas. Mukhang babagsak ka sa Iacno with the triple sweep. Oh my God! Nexplay Evos. Take down. No, wait a minute. Oh my God! RSG. Aqua with a turnaround play. Miracle play for Aqua. 3-4-1 ang naging trade with that rotation.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
The Lilia burst damage. Light, naitama din niya yung Numenon Blast. Again, Nexplay Evos, hard focus kay Iacno. Na-take down nila si Iacno, but that Lilia just exploded Nexplay Evos.
My God, that is unexpected. But Aqua is known for miracle plays like that, for clutch plays for RSG Philippines. That was almost a perfect dive from Nexplay Evos, pero yung Lilia men, talagang napakasakit. And now, RSG Philippines suddenly turning the tides of battle. Sila naman ang magpo-push dito sa bot side.
Aqua really watching his positioning. Hindi siya dumikit dun kay Iacno. Yes, Iacno was picked off, but then again, it's same for both sides. So Nexplay Evos, kung yung Lilia naman yung ita-target nila, well, may Purify siya, may Black Shoes siya. So it's really hard for Nexplay Evos to just pick off this Lilia. So of course, rightfully so, they made the right decision na i-pick off dun sa Iakno, but they just were not ready sa burst damage at na-crowd control din nila si Light. Kenji was also there. He was able to survive through it. Malit lang yung damage na nilalabas ng Uranus, but it's still damage at the end of the day.
Another concealed play here from Cadenza. Pero wala silang mahanap this time around. Nexplay Evos, they are behind by almost a 1k gold here for RSG Philippines. And sobrang close game na ating game number 3. Ramdam ko na ang best of 5 dito. Ramdam ko na yung game 5. Pero paano kaya matatapos tong game number 3 na to?
Yeah, maganda yung mga pwesto ng teams right now. Light and Cadenza as well. Medyo malayo si Iakno, but same goes for H2. At alam din ni Iakno, parang nararamdaman niya, uy, baka may parang naghihintay sa akin sa lane yun. So hindi na pinush ni Iakno yung lane. H2 backs off, and dalawang teams naghanap lang ng isang opening dito sa Lord fight. And Kenji, Oreshi, hindi yan ipapabalik ni hindi niya ipapapunta si Kenji dyan sa Turtle or sa Lord area na yan. Mag-clear siya ng clear, susubukan niya unahan si Kenji dun sa Lord bit.
Right now, RSG Philippines over the back of Mr. RV Calderon, that is Aqua. Kita ang kanyang napakalaking ambag this game. Talagang kaya naging even game ulit tayo dahil dun sa play na ginawa ni Aqua sa bot lane kanina. But right now, Kenji doing the German cut, pays the price for it. Immediate Lord take here for RSG Philippines. Cadenza looking for the wild charge. And two-man Nakapureshi trying to disrupt. Sino kaya makapasecure ng Lord? Masisecure ni Demon Sky.
Wow.
Bumagsak na si Kenji. Magbabayad ba sila ng pandandag? Mukhang hindi na. RSG, they secure the
Blue
Lord.
team turret has been destroyed.
What a take by RSG Philippines. So nakita na ni Kenji at nakita nila na, uy, 3 miyembro nandito. Umalis sila Donut, si Applebeesia, at saka si H2 para ma-pick off si Kenji. Of course, understandable kung bakit nila ginawa yun. But then RSG Philippines found the opening. They rushed the Lord, and Demon Kite using the shadow clones to perfection. Kasi kung hindi maganda yung pagpwesto ng shadow clones, he didn't put that out. Well, baka may chance pa na nakawan ng Nexplay Evos yung Turtle na yun. Great win para sa RSGBH.
Nahuli si Aqua ng split-split. Ngunit wala na rin siyang Black Shoes. Pinabagsak na naman ni Oresi ang isang priority target, pero squad shadow with a shadow kill. Ang sagot naman ni Demon Kite. He's gonna fall down. Here we go. 2 people already down for Nexplay Evos. At sunod na nga ata si Cadenza. 3 people down for Nexplay. And RSG Philippines evens out the kill score. My God, a series of plays from RSG.
Blue team turret has been
Oh
destroyed.
man, na-split yung damage ng shadow kill. Pero yung saktong last 2 or 3 hits na punta kay Yelly Haze, kay Applebeesia, and of course, at the end of the last hit, Demon Kite, napa-basic attack lang niya. Doon si Yelly Haze. Unfortunate. Yun yung naging damage split. But now, RSG Philippines, back-to-back big wins across the map. At sila na ang may control sa laro na to.
And we could see that in the gold as well. Lamang na sila ng more than 3,000 gold for against Nexplay Evos. And now Cadenza still trying to make a play for NXPE. Delikado na to, no? Kasi alam naman nating Saber early to mid game talaga. By late game, medyo mahihirapan ng makahanap ng opportunities. And now RSG Philippines fully aware. In fact, ang ganda nung ginawa nila kanina, yung German cut to a Lord take. RSG Philippines suddenly ahead.
43 seconds pag mag-spawn yung Lord. Di naman gaano kalaki din ang lead ng RSG Philippines. So, para sa Nexplay Evos, very doable. Maka-comeback sila. But target prioritization at positioning, yun yung problema nila eh. As long as Aqua and Iakno watch their positioning, it will always end up being a trade. Most likely. Pero, things like that, yung ginawa ni Don at na-force out yung Black Shoes, pero mabilis-bilis din naman yung cooldown na yan, bago mag-team fight, will be a big help for NXPE.
And kita rin natin no, yung impact na nawawala kapag nakakapitas si Oreshi. Kanina napitas niya si Demon Kite at kanina rin naman napitas din niya si Aqua. So Oreshi definitely playing really well this game. But Nexplay Evos is still struggling. RSG Philippines is playing the macro game quite well.
The split push coming in from Kenji, forcing reactions by one or ngayon dalawang miyembro ng NXPE. So RSG Philippines, I think nakita nila na dalawang miyembro doon, pero dahan-dahan muna sa Lord, hindi pa nila pwede rush to just in case ready sila mag-reset.
Lord 3/4 HP, i-reset lang nila ng pakunti-kunti. Now Cadenza forcing out the Lord reset. Mata dito kay Uranus na talagang magiging malaking hadlang sa Nexplay Evos.
Divine Glaive, binuo na dito ni Aqua. Although alternatively, yung mga sinabi ko kanina for NXPE, yes, it's hard for target priority. It will end up being a trade. RSG Philippines, dapat mag-ingat sila sa pang setup capability ng Nexplay Evos. They have 2 big frontliners. At kung hindi sila mag-ingat, baka ma-setupan sila.
Oh no, Aqua forced out the black shoes. Napaaga ata ito na si Oreshi. Nahuli, muli si Aqua. Ibabalik niya sa kamatayan. And then no! Look at the damage from the Lolita. No, the stuns. In the backline, H2O naghahanap pero babagsak na nga si Clint with the Brody. And there you go with the counterplay. The Kagura, H2, Apple Pisha still alive. Light and Kenji will be the men for RSG Philippines at si Apple Pisha na nga ang sunod. Ace goes down. Ureshi at Cadenza na lamang natitira. Si Demon Kite makakalayo with the quad shadow. That is a 3-for-2 trade-off na lamang ang RSG Philippines.
Blue team turret has been
Yung
destroyed.
dalawang frontliners na Nexplay Evos, dahil sa ginawa nila, walang Lord para sa RSGPH. Pero sila ang naiwan dito. But that was a good call for NXPE. They focused the backline. Nawala kaagad si Aqua. Iaknu was caught off guard at Demon Kite hindi nakapag-focus sa Lord. At susubukan ulit dito ni Ureshi and Cadenza. They're doing everything they can to stop this, pero malayo-layo pa si H2. Hindi pa nakaka-respond.
Sino kaya makakapag-secure nito? May makikita ba tayong miracle steal? Malayo pa si H2. Demon Kite. Timing is retribution. And there you go. Lord is good for RSG Philippines. Si Ureshi ay nakahulin naman ng isa. Kenji, buhay pa rin. Going with the regen from this Uranus. Light might just be in trouble. Guardian Bulwark still alive, pero immortality is popped. Kung matatapos ba? And there you go. Bagsak na nga rin Cadenza with another good play. Nexplay Evos, they do survive that. Pero RSG Philippines, meron silang Lord.
Yung tanong dito, ano pa makukuha ng RSGPH? Hindi ata makakapag-charge, hindi makakatama yung Lord dun sa mid lane. Turret ng NXP Evos. By the way, that's 2 team fights now. Back to back, maganda yung mga Numenon Blast, binabato ni Light. Of course, yung team fight kanina, yung unang team fight para sa Lord na yon. Light landing a crucial 3-man Numenon Blast with the Flicker, or wala ata flicker siya nung panahon niya. I think natama lang niya talaga yung Numenon Blast. Kung hindi yung natama ni Light, it probably wouldn't have been as big as a win. Pero dahil doon na-secure ng RSG Philippines yung 3 kills. So right now, yung mga tanks, mga frontliners ang dalawang teams making a lot of great plays for their squads. Si Kenji, usually not in the team fight, pero yung mga split push na ginagawa niya, nagdadagdag ng pressure sa mapa kontra sa Nexplay Evos.
RSG Nexplay Evos, game number 3. Even ang ating kill score pero lamang ng 5,000 ang RSG Philippines. We are already entering the late game kung saan dapat may konting kalamangan ang RSG Philippines dahil sa kanilang composition. Hindi naman ibig sabihin nito ay walang chance ang Nexplay Evos dahil meron pa rin tayong Clint na nasa kamay ni Mario Stan aka Donut.
Kanina nga nagbato lang siya ng isang enhanced basic attack. 1,200 halos ang bawas ngayon ng enhanced basic attack sa isang Uranus, by the way. So, sobrang sakit na din ng Clint na to. Kung hindi mag-iingat ang RSG Philippines, if he can land the full-on quick draw combo, na-juggle niya yung mga basic attacks niya, sobrang sakit at sobrang bilis matutunan ang mga miyembro ng RSG Philippines.
Now, RSG, they're holding on to their mid lane outer tier turret. Surprisingly, hindi pa rin ito napapabagsak ng Nexplay Evos. Meanwhile, for Nexplay Evos, no, talagang inhibitor turrets na lang ang natitira para sa kanila. Naghanap sila ng mga pick-offs considering na meron silang kalakasan sa paghanap ng pick-offs. Ngunit mahirap talagang makahanap. Uranus ang kanilang nakasalubong. Kaya ba nilang tapusin to? Genji with the immortality and the consecration, i-regen lang niya. Parang wala lang nangyari. And Ureshi is now in the backline. Light nag-aabang ng numinong last. Nahuli si H2! H2, he wants to try to escape. Makakatakas ba dito si H2? Nasa harapan niya si Kenji. Pero doon sa likod, nakawag siya si Brody. Hayabusa na nga yung sunod. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off for now. Pero si Donut, makakatakas pa nga, makaka-flicker pa, makaka-dash pa ng palayo. In the backline talaga si Ureshi. Nakalimutan na natin. Isang malaking problema para sa RSG Philippines. Nagawa ang bumaga. Look at that! Apple Pizza with a yin-yang overtime play. Killing spree para sa Grak Cadenza on lethal position 5. And now Kenji and Light will be the ones na tatakas at mabubuhay para sa RSG Philippines.
Sinabi na ng Nexplay Evos kay Ureshi. Ureshi, ito lang trabaho mo. Sa backline ka lang. Hanapin mo lang si Demon kahit iyak no ama kung sino man. At dahil sa mga ginagawa ni Ureshi,
mauubos ata ang RSG Philippines dito. Immortalities are pop. Low na ang HP. Shutdown para kay Donut. Mario Stan. 4 na tao. It is Light against the world. Demon Kite is alive. 5 seconds on Aqua. Can the miracle play happen for RSG Philippines? Na-cancel yung Numinon Blast. They're going for the base. Shadow King won't do anything. Let's play Evos. Next game number 3.
What a game! What a series! We are seeing the best of the best coming out of Nexplay Evos at ang RSG Philippines. An unexpected turnaround play, but it was a counter-punish. Well, a counter-punish to the attempt at the counter-punish. Parang counteran eh. Isipin mo pag nasa boxing ring ka, yung mga heavyweight na hindi sila nag-guard, hindi sila nagbablock. Suntukan na lang. Haymaker kung haymaker na lang yung tinetrade nila. At yung nangyari doon sa dulo, we'll see the highlight later on of the last fight. But looking at it, Ureshi and Cadenza, major contribution sa ginawa nila sa laro na to with disrupting Demon Kite. Ureshi, non-stop hard focus, focusing down Aqua. Nagbuo nga din siya ng Ice Queen wand para mas lumala pa daw yung slow ng glue niya.
Maybe hindi ka talaga makakatakas kapag gano'n.
Oo. Hindi mo matatakasan yung glue. And even eventually, yung burst damage para sa RSGPH, hindi naman sa kulang, but then dahil sa dalawang mabigatin na frontliners meron ng NXPE, that burst damage won't be able to do a lot. At ilang beses din na-force out ni Ureshi yung mga and Cadenza, na-force out nila yung Black Shoes, na-force out nila yung mga Purify, hindi din makalapit si Aqua. Nexplay Evos, all throughout nakita natin yung di ba? It was a question of sino ba focusin natin, si Yaknu o si Aqua? So, near the end of the game, mid to the late game, Ureshi, it seems like naging focus na talaga nila ay si Aqua. Knowing that kung naka-grab